Hi, I'm Denise, and this is my friend Mike, and I'm with Sue, who are my lovely models today. We're going to be doing half saddle pose today. We're doing this because it's super important for us to really take the time to open the front line of our body. And saddle pose is similar to Virasana that we do in our vinyasa practice, but it's a little deeper and it's stretching the energy lines of our body a little differently, and it can be really frightening on people that have knee problems. And so I really want you to take the time, and if you're trepidatious or nervous about this at all, really seek the advice of a yoga teacher, a therapist, or a friend, a professional to help you with this, because you really want to watch the knees. So we're going to walk forward in the pose a little bit onto the mat, so you're on all fours, and what you do, and I'm going to turn around as they come forward. They're going to bring their feet together, and they're going to widen their knees. And I'm going to turn my back to you and show that you bring the toes to touch, and you're going to sit your buttocks like a saddle between your feet. And I'm going to build a little tower for Mike, and Sue's going to start to go back. And her knees might actually come off the ground, which is okay, because what we're trying to create is a gentle curve in the spine. And for Mike, because he's less flexible and he's more muscular and we're working on his back, we're going to support him with some bolsters. If you don't have a lot of bolsters at home, you can use pillows, cushions, anything. You can also do this. I'm going to have Sue gently rise up. And she can take her left leg out and then just gently come back one leg at a time. Now, this is also an option for you if you're less flexible or have knee issues. Now, again, if you have some serious knee issues, don't do this without the help of a professional, a therapist, a yoga teacher. But she's getting the same great stretch to her hip flexors. Why are the hip flexors so important? Well, the main line of the kidney chi. Most of us are kidney chi depleted. When our kidney chi is depleted, we're kind of flighty, we forget things, we have chronic low back problem, it can lead to arthritis. Lots of different dysfunctions in the body, fluid dysfunctions, waking up in the middle of the night, all different things can bring up emotional things such as anxiety, fear, sleep disorders. So when we stretch this, go ahead and come up, let's do the other side. You want to hold each side the same amount of time. We'll switch sides. And so Mike is getting the same stretch, even though it looks as though, oh my gosh, he's up so high, but because of his activity level as a martial artist and other things he's done, and Sue's been doing yoga quite some time and also a yin teacher and has been practicing many more years, the flexibilities, but they're getting the same results. And that's what's so important about this practice, as well as any other yoga practice, is that you work to whatever degree you're at that day. So the other great thing about this pose is we stretch the top of the feet, the ankle joints get open, the flow comes up through the legs, the bladder line, the gentle curve in the spine here we get to keep, because the sacrum, as we're aging, sometimes the Grilli theorem is from Paul Grilli, is that the sacrum sometimes begins to flatten or tip forward. So we get to create and soften this nice low back curve, keeping that flexible as if when we were a child. And I like the effects that my body receives and has been receiving over a time of practicing this particular shape. Keeping the hips nice and open, and especially since the hip flexor attaches to our T12, it helps to keep the pelvis from tipping forward in that low back pressure, balancing from the strength of our abdominals. All right, slowly and gently rise up. Nice. And then usually coming forward, sometimes back into tabletop. Sometimes you might feel a little bit of numbing or tingling in the feet or sensation, so you want to move a little bit to get the flow back into the new spaces that you've opened into your body, because sometimes those little meridians, I say they're like highways that have been maybe snowed in, right? Because we're here in Colorado. So thank you guys so much for practicing with me, and thanks again for stopping in and taking a peek. Have a great day.